Hi, YouTube. Okay, so, I have really lately been into watching, TTC videos. I mentioned it in my introduction, vlog. Uh, I watch them for hours on end. Some of the people are really interesting to listen to talk about, their pregnancies or how they were trying to conceive and stuff like that. I personally want quite a few kids. I love babies. My job actually is a swim teacher for children. That's what I do. So I work with children all the time. I love them. They're adorable to work with. They're a joy. They're funny. I work with all ages, 6 months all the way up to adults, but mostly the ages that I work with are 6 months to about 10, 11 years old. I don't wow. I don't generally work with teenagers all that much, but I do on occasion. So I adore children. I always have. I'm 21 and I have a boyfriend. We haven't been dating all that long, but we've known each other for quite a while, about a year and a half now, and I've liked him for a long time, and vice versa. We dated for quite a while, and then we made it, official, and we became a couple and everything. So I think that maybe in the summertime he might be proposing, possibly. Which would be really nice. I really want to get married, and I want to get married soon. I don't want to be older when I get married. I want to be young. I know people might think I'm crazy and making a horrible decision, and I should wait till I am at least 25 or 26 to get married. I'm 21 right now. I'll be 22 at the end of the year, and he's actually a little bit younger than me. But yeah, let's cross our fingers, right? I hope that he's proposing this summer. That would be great. So, anyways, I'll update you on that in a couple months if that happens. But, like I said, I watch a lot of TTC videos, a lot of pregnancy vlogs, a lot of things like that. People talking about their kids. I think it's really interesting. I love what people have to say, insightful information, what they did, what they didn't do, what they're going to do. I just love watching it. I think it's so interesting. And also, I have baby fever right now. If I was married and everything, I would have kids right now. I so badly want to be pregnant and have children. But we'll wait for that. Those videos actually do me a lot of good. They really, keep my baby fever down, as my boyfriend calls it. And they give me the feeling that, one day something that I'll be able to look forward to. So, I watch a couple people consistently, and while I was watching, I think it's Brittany K22109. I love her. She's so fun to listen to. She has so many cool things to say. She was doing what did she call it? A planning tag. And I thought it was really interesting. And a lot of the questions are like, when did you start TTCing? And I'm not. But I thought that I would do a planning tag because I thought it was really interesting. So, wow, I've talked 4 minutes already. Well, anyways, let's get into these questions before I blab on way too long. Okay, so question number 1 is, will you find out the gender? I've thought this one over a couple times, and I'm like, oh, I want to be surprised, but then another part of me, wants to know what it is so that I can buy or ask for appropriate items accordingly if it's a boy or a girl. So I think that I'll have to say that I do want to find out what it is. So that's my answer to that. Will you use a pacifier or dummy? My boyfriend thinks that pacifiers ruin your teeth, and he is really against them. But I think that if a baby is having serious problems, and they need one for comfort needs, that it wouldn't be a bad idea. So I probably will keep a couple handy and use them if need be. So yeah, I might use them. Do you have any nursery ideas? Well, I am not sure. I mean, I think that I don't really think of any themes. I don't like the common, like, oh, let's paint the walls blue because it's a boy, or pink because it's a girl. Like, I think I'd want to do something different, like maybe paint it a neutral color and then draw things on it. I think that would be really fun. So my room right now is actually yellow, and the ceiling is blue with clouds, because when I was, I think, 14 or 15 years old, I wanted my room to look like a sunny room. So I wouldn't mind having actually this type of room for my child. So I don't really have any big nursery ideas right now. Are you the first, middle, or last of your friends to TTC? Okay, so I'm not TTC right now. I hopefully will be in the next couple years. And I will probably be the first of all my friends, because my friends are really young, and only a couple of them actually have significant others right now, and they don't really want kids until later in life. So I'll probably be the first. Will you get wow, let's just restart. Hand-me-downs. Will you get them? Yes, hand-me-downs are great. Hand-me-downs are fine. Clothes, a lightly used crib, things like that. Anything to save money, definitely. That's a big fat yes. How close in age would you like your children to be? Fairly close in age. I don't want anything bigger than like a 4-year age gap. And even that just seems like really big to me. My sister is 6 years older than me, and that seems like a lot. So I don't want anything more than 3 if possible. I'd like to keep my kids 2 years apart. I think that's a good age. Will you make your own baby food? I don't know, because I have never experimented with making any types of baby food. I would have to look up a lot of information, but I would never say no to it. I think that I'm open to anything, and that would be a great idea. And if I could get some simple recipes, then I'd totally do it. I think that's really cool. But that doesn't mean that I do it all the time. I might buy food if it's on sale, or I can find a coupon for it. That'd be great. Will you co-sleep? I think that when the baby's really young, sleeping next to my bed, or mine and my husband's bed at the time, would be great. I don't really know if I want them in my bed or not. I scare myself a little bit with moving around, so I'd have to wait and see when one comes along. Will you use a stroller or a pram? Stroller, yes, definitely I will use a stroller. Will you go back to work or stay at home? I would not want to go back to work. I would want to stay at home. My lifelong dream has been to be a stay-at-home mom. It's just what I want to do. But if I needed to work, I would definitely work. How long would you leave your baby to cry before you get them? Oh my gosh, I am such a sap. I hate it when a child cries, but I know that they have to do that self-soothing to feel better later on. But when it's first born in the first couple months, every time it cries, I will be getting it. That's just the way that it's going to be. How often will you bathe your child? Well, I'm kind of confused about this whole situation, because I don't know if you're supposed to bathe, like full on, give your child a bath all the time, like every single day, like a grown person might, or if you're just supposed to towel it down and then every couple days give it a bath. I think that's probably what I do, but I really need to read up more on that. Will you do extended rear-facing car seat? Everything I've heard about rear-facing car seats is fine. I've never heard any horrible stories about it, so that would probably be fine. Will you breastfeed? If so, for how long? Yes, I will breastfeed if I am able to. And for how long? I think that, a year is a good time limit to be breastfeeding. I probably wouldn't want to do it any longer than a year. I I'd want to stop it after a year. So when will you introduce solids or baby food? Actually, I want to know from you guys, when would you introduce solids or baby food to a baby? Because I know my mom said when we were about 5 or 6 months old, my mom didn't breastfeed. She put rice or like baby rice or something into our bottles and would feed that to us. And apparently it soothed our stomachs and helped us sleep. So I don't know. Why don't you guys let me know? That's a good question. When would you introduce solids? Do you want a boy or a girl first? I will be happy with anything. Of course, there's always the but I would love a boy first. I've always wanted a boy first and then a girl later on. So, do you have names picked out yet? Oh, you bet I do. I have names picked out I have 4 boy names and 4 girl names picked out. And, I'll do a whole other video on baby names because that's just a whole other story. How many kids do you want? Okay, so when I was younger, much younger, when I was like about 10 or 11, I used to say I wanted 6 children. And I know that might seem like a lot to people. And then it went down to 5 as I got older, and now it's gone down to 4. I want 4 kids, and I am not budging on that. I hope that my boyfriend is okay with that. I mean, he knows that I want 4 kids, but hopefully he can cope with 4 children, because that's what I want. So, will you homeschool? I brought this up to my boyfriend, and I said I'd really enjoy homeschooling. I love teaching. It's my job right now anyways. Maybe not school, but it's my job to teach, and I'm really good at it, so I would love to homeschool, but he wants our children to have the public school experience. So, we'll have to talk about that later on in life when that comes up. Home or hospital birth? I will be doing a hospital birth for sure. Definitely not a home birth. Just not comfortable with it. I know myself, and I just wouldn't be comfortable with it. Planned C-section, epidural, or natural birth? Okay, so long time ago I used to say natural all the way 100%. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'm trying to get these questions done so this video isn't ridiculously long. So I used to say natural, and then I watched a lot of videos on birth and birthing types and all different things you could do. And I've also talked to lots of people, and I just think that an epidural would probably be better for me. I don't have an extremely high tolerance to pain, but I don't have a low tolerance. I'm somewhere in the middle. So if I can do natural childbirth, that would be great, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. So epidural it is. Will you drink whilst pregnant? That is a big, huge no. I will not drink while I'm pregnant. It would just scare me. It would freak me out. I just don't want to do it. So that's a huge no. And no offense to anyone that does want to do that, because I know that some people think that it's fine. And I know there's even studies shown that it is okay to have a glass of wine here and there while you're pregnant, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable with it. Will you cloth diaper? I talked to my boyfriend a couple months or a month ago and said that I wanted to cloth diaper just out of the blue because we were laying there having a conversation, and he said that was really messy and gross. And he goes, our children will not be cloth diapered. And I was like, oh gosh. But it's so much cheaper, and hopefully he'll give in to that, and I think that it's a great idea. But I mean, I'm not against not cloth diapering. I'm not against using disposable diapers. So that's that. Those are all the questions. I'll post the questions, and I think that I got this video from Brittany K22109, so I'll see if I can try and tag her. I'm a little new to this whole YouTube thing, but I will definitely put her name in the description box, and I will put all the questions. So thanks, YouTube, and keep watching. Bye.